Hello and welcome to Estuary TV News with me, James Dunn. In the headlines today, a new home for a local charity and the health impacts of smoking on your mouth. But first, here's Richard Morris with the news headlines for today.
Hello, in the headlines today, there could be a cause for the fire at Kenwick Park Leisure Centre near Louth, and a major European music tour for a best-selling band is coming to Bridlington. An electrical fault has been identified as the cause of the fire at the Kenwick Park Leisure Complex near Louth. The blaze started at 3 a.m. on Monday morning and has caused significant damage to the complex. Lincolnshire Fire and Rescue told us that it's believed an electrical fault on the ground floor caused the blaze and that ongoing investigations would prove difficult as the leisure complex was practically burnt to the ground. We'll have more on this in tomorrow's news bulletin. Tomorrow marks the beginning of an art and craft exhibition in Cottingham. The 64th Halton Price Art and Craft Exhibition is at the Civic Hall in the village and is open from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. every day and is free entry. It's open for local amateur artists to display and sell their work, and there's also a children's section. Visitors to the exhibition will also be able to vote for their favourite exhibit, with the winner receiving the Wilburn Memorial Trophy. The exhibition closes on Monday. A free seminar to discover the Anglo-Saxon Kingdom of Lindsey will take place next Saturday. Renowned archaeologist Dr. Kevin Leahy will give a free lecture on the Anglo-Saxon Kingdom of Lindsey in Spilsby at 2 p.m. The talk is part of the overall community heritage project Down Your Wold. Lindsey was a small Anglo-Saxon kingdom which lay south of the Humber Estuary in what is now North Lincolnshire. People who are interested in attending the talk can visit www.spiritofsutterby.co.uk. A decision on the future of the Fitties in Cleethorpes has been delayed and will take place next month at the full council meeting. The decision taking place could affect who owns the grounds of the Fitties in the future. Speaking to us, leader of North East Lincolnshire Council, Chris Shaw, explained what's happening.
Well, with the Fitties, we've accepted the recommendations that were put to us, but we've also put in another recommendation that before any transaction takes place, that it goes to full council. So full council are involved in making the decision, because this is not going to be done overnight. This is going to take a lot of negotiation and quite a while to do. So therefore, things can alter between now and then. It's a big issue, therefore the whole council should be involved. We've got to make sure that, of course, we've said today that it's all our main priority is looking after the residents and the tenants at the Fitties. It's not about getting them off, it's about making sure that it's got a secure future.
Humberside Police are appealing for information after a theft of spotlights from the Lobster Pot pub in Bridlington. The lights are described as being specialist low wattage models and were in front of the building. It's believed to have taken place between 4 and 9 p.m. last Saturday on the 4th of October. Anyone with any kind of information is urged to contact the force. A major music tour across Europe will be including Bridlington. The last tickets for the UK and Ireland tour for the rock band Royal Blood sold out in 2 minutes. Their biggest headline show is at London's O2 Academy Brixton. The Spa Bridlington will host the band on Saturday the 28th of February next year. Their self-titled debut album was Mercury Prize nominated and it hit #1 as the highest charting debut rock album in 3 years. Tickets will go on sale this Friday for all venue dates across the country. A decision on North East Lincolnshire's toilets will now be reviewed. The council is considering charging users a small fee for usage of public toilets in the area. However, council leader Chris Shaw did explain that this could include extra costs, including refurbishment of the existing toilets to make them worth paying for visits.
Well, basically what we've said is that we're accepting some of the recommendations of the select committee. We're going to do things like we are looking at the feasibility of charging, we are looking at what it's going to cost to bring the toilets up to standard, we're going to look at new footfall counting equipment because the data we've been working with has been flawed because the equipment is not tamper-proof. And we need to make sure that we're doing things based on a sound financial recommendation because regardless, we've still got to save that money in the budget. Nobody's going to give us extra money to keep public toilets open. We need to make sure that there's a viable alternative that's costed.
If you have any news for us, then please don't hesitate to contact us on Grimsby 01472 315561, or you can find us on social media at Estuary TV on Twitter or on Facebook. Bye for now.
Thank you, Richard. Now, next we're talking about Grimsby charity The Rock Foundation. They help disabled people by giving them work opportunities and a social setting to meet friends. The aim is to give them a chance to have more normal lives and enjoy the same basic things that most of us take for granted. And now they've got a new home, a bespoke building on Heneage Road, just round the corner from their old base. Reporter Dave Nunn went along to find out more.
A Grimsby-based charity is celebrating after recently moving into a new state-of-the-art building. The Rock Foundation helps adults with severe learning disabilities overcome certain life challenges and achieve their full potential.
So we provide all sorts of workshops and supported workshops, from needlework to woodwork to all the life skills like cooking, cleaning, laundry, to puppeteers, to IT, gardening. There's about 18 different activities that young people or anybody with learning disability up to the age of 65 can get involved in. In fact, they can stay here for as long as they like. Some come for days, some come all week, some come for 2 days, and they can stay here for as long as they like. They can stay here from 18 to 65 if they want to. It's entirely up to them.
Pamela founded the Rock Foundation due to her passion for helping people with learning difficulties. There's also a personal reason behind it too, as Pamela had concerns about the future of her adopted son, who has learning difficulties.
Rock Foundation, I started Rock Foundation just over 5 years ago now. The reason being, I had adopted a child who had severe learning disabilities, and once he finished education I was concerned of what he was going to do in the future. So that's the reason why we started Rock Foundation.
Helping people gain confidence is one of the key aims of the Rock Foundation, and it's something that is not only enjoyable for the service users, but also essential, taking into consideration the age range of the users. It's also something that gives a lot of satisfaction to the volunteers and founders of the charity.
I think for me it's helping people who want to learn, who want to grow. It's giving them self-confidence, and so for me to see them, you know, as they progress through courses we run with them, as they progress through their time here, just to see how they are more confident, to see how they grow, to see how they come out of their shell is really, it's something worthwhile.
It's great. It's so rewarding when we see them coming in with no confidence and no self-esteem or anything, and within a very short time they've got all the confidence in the world and they feel that they're part of it, they feel that they own Rock Foundation. It's what we wanted.
Pamela is pleased with the foundation's success so far and knows it will be providing a firm foundation for a long time to come.
Rock came for a firm foundation, and that's what we are, a firm foundation, and we're here to stay. And you know, we want to offer these young people, they deserve so much. And I said they've got so much to offer society, they've got so much to offer each and every one of us, and we can learn such a lot from them.
Thank you, Dave, and well done to the Rock Foundation for all the work they do. Long may it continue. Now, next on the show, we're going to be talking about Stoptober. As I'm sure many of you are all too aware, it's a national campaign encouraging smokers to kick the habit for the month, which improves your chance of stopping for good by 5 times. After so many national health campaigns by now, we should all be aware of the impact it can have on your heart and your lungs. But what about the effect it has on your mouth? My guest today is dental oral health promoter Pat Melillo. Hello, Pat.
Good afternoon.
Thank you very much for coming in today. Tell me a little bit about what a dental oral health promoter does.
Well, we like to work in the community to raise the awareness of good oral health practices and prevent decay in the mouths of young children. We have various campaigns. We have National Smile Month, Oral Cancer Awareness Month. We support and facilitate Stoptober and Non-Smoking Day. We work a lot in partnership with people in the community as well as the local community itself.
So you're about educating people to prevent
raising
these
awareness,
problems
yes.
occurring?
Yes.
Okay, brilliant. So obviously we've been talking about Stoptober and the impact that smoking can have on your mouth. Tell me, what sort of conditions might you suffer if you're a smoker, or be more likely to suffer?
Well, as you said, most people are aware that smoking can be harmful to your health, but smoking can actually, not everybody is aware, sorry, that smoking can be actually damaging to your oral health. The most obvious is staining from the nicotine and tar content of the cigarettes, and obviously the more cigarettes you smoke per day, the heavier the staining can be.
So you're talking about those Brello yellow and brown teeth.
Yes, exactly.
Never a good look, is it?
No, not really, not at all. But smoking, people who smoke have a higher incidence of, or can have a higher incidence of gum disease, because smokers tend to have more of the harmful plaque bacteria in the mouth. Also, there is a reduced oxygen in the blood to the gums, which can lead to the gums become very inflamed. Gum disease, if not treated, can be quite a major cause of tooth loss.
So it's going to have a severe impact on your smile, is what you're saying?
On your smile, on your ability to eat, the sort of things that you enjoy to eat, and speech. It can affect your speech, and people who don't have all their dentition can have difficulty being understood at times.
And you've worked as a dental nurse, and you do work as a dental nurse. Do you regularly come across people who are conscious of the impact that smoking's had on their smile?
Yes, yes, we do. And now we have a campaign, making every contact count, and so we, as in the dental profession, are now signposting people who want to stop smoking, or at least are interested in it, to the right professional help. And as we've said, you know, just because they're interested and they don't always, and they may fail at the first stop, doesn't matter. As if we can help signposting people in that direction, we feel as though we're giving them a good start.
Now, we've talked about the cosmetic impacts, but there is a more serious problem that could occur or is more likely to occur if you're a smoker, isn't there?
Yes, because as you say, people are aware that smoking can cause lung cancers and various other cancers, but not everyone is aware that it can smoking can be a huge risk factor in oral cancers. And oral cancer now is on the increase, and 75%, I think I'm right in saying, of all smokers will go on to develop some sort of...
I'm just going to clarify that stat, if you don't mind, but I think you were saying earlier that 75% of people who do develop oral cancer are smokers. Is that right?
75%, yes, sorry,
yeah,
yes.
That's all right.
And if you're a smoker, you're 5 to 6 times more likely to go on to develop some sort of oral cancer than a non-smoker.
Which is a huge increase.
Yes, absolutely. It's mouth cancer, oral cancer is in the top 10 cancers, most diagnosed cancers in the UK. These statistics are of 2012. I think in 2012, over 7,000 people were diagnosed with oral cancer.
So it's a serious problem,
and it's on the increase. Yes.
And how would people know that they have an oral cancer?
Well, the things to look out for in the mouth are ulcers or sores that don't heal within 3 weeks, red or white patches that won't go away, changing the hoarseness of your voice that persists for over 6 weeks, the various things, difficulty in swallowing, unexplained lumps, all these things. What we would say is, if in doubt, get them checked out by your dentist.
Yeah, and also if you don't have a dentist, you work in the hospital, don't you? There is somewhere you can go?
Well, you'd have to be referred in, but you can go to your doctor and ask to be referred in. We do have MaxFax unit in the hospitals.
And we're running out of time, but is there hope for you if you can stop smoking, or if you do suffer? Is there treatment you can receive?
Yes, and the earlier that you get it checked out, the earlier that you're diagnosed, the more chance you are of surviving the disease. You need to reduce your risks, which is cut down on smoking, cut down on alcohol, and eat a healthy, varied diet.
Brilliant. Well, Pat, thank you very much. No one likes going to the dentist, so I'm sure they'll heed your warning there. Well, I'm afraid that is all we've got time for on today's show, but if you've got anything that you'd like to share with us, you can get in touch via social media, that's Facebook or Twitter. You can call us on 31553 or email us news@estuary.tv. Bye for now.